Welcome back to day 6 of Morning Manna. And I've hoped you've been able to follow along as we talked about the sword making and the process of God creating us and shaping us and molding us through fire in the furnace. Well, today is the final day, and so let's talk about the final steps in revealing that weapon of God has created us to be. You see, at the end of it all, the sword is formed, and now comes the hard part. Where now the forger, the swordsmith, he then takes it to a special person to polish and to reveal the nature and the beauty that he's created. You see, all that folding, all of that hammering, all those things have left what is a pattern that we can see from God. There's a pattern that he goes through there. And in the final step of that, once the sword is completely done, the swordsmith then will take and put clay all along the edge, in which he calls his signature. It's really a fingerprint, if you will, of the sword maker. You know, once we've gone through that process, once we've gone through that hardship, the fingerprint of God is there on our lives. So how do we show it? How do we show those off? Well, once we're done with that fingerprint being created, the polisher, the sharpener, often goes back and says, hey, how can I make this shine? See, that's other people. We need to be in small group. We need to be in a community where iron sharpens iron, but they also polish us to be the best looking, the best shining thing that we can be. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm a weapon that's been forged. My trials and my brokenness have shaped me for his service. But maybe you are a vessel that we talked about a few days ago. Maybe you're not fit to be a weapons form. But if you are a vessel, you're not meant to be on the shelf, but to be of use in the kingdom, to pour out onto others. Ephesians 2:10 tells us this: "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which he prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." Man, Church, I encourage you to walk in what God has created you for. Whether that's a vessel, then you be useful to the kingdom. Or whether that's a weapon, be useful for the kingdom. In all things, we are created by God for his work. So let's do them with all heart and all mind and all spirit connected to him. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us in Morning Manna.